this time I'm thinking of finishing this episode for really a short time, and so as I but so in the past in the in I mean in the past former times, so in the former times I have said this type of this type of message or this type of saying or this type of wording, well, not wording but wording, and using this type of wording I couldn't finish. I couldn't finish those episodes for short times. But actually, this time I'm really going to finish this episode for really a short time. And anyway, so without any digression, well, this is not a rambling episode. Which means this episode is not a rambling episode. And this time, so without digression, let me tell you the title and the conclusion of this episode. And wait a moment, please. The title is Summer Vacations Were Over, Peace May Be Over, and the conclusion is A Peaceful Summer Was Over. And this is actually, so it's still hot. And this is the end of August, not 19, but 2023. And so, but actually, so it's still hot, and the outside temperature, the outside temperatures are those of bodily not those of bodies, or the the outside temperatures are equivalent to bodily temperatures, which is the case to every day, even in this present time. And but actually anyway, so but actually so in in the end of August, it's so the end of summer is coming, which is a situation of of the situation every year, and but actually so, but it's still hot, and so so as always in at least in the case of this country, so the temperature in the beginning of September is really high, and at least the highest temperature every day exceeds exceeds 30 Celsius degree, and it is a case in this country. And by the way, I live in Japan, and this country is getting closer to tropical countries, or Southeast Asian countries anyway. And why I said peace may be over is that, so this summer was peaceful, or this summer was a peaceful summer. And I don't know whether it's fine to say this, but actually, so the time of war is getting closer, which means that the time of war between China and Taiwan, or between China and America, which is a war, which is a war I'm talking about. Such a war. The war was the Third World War is coming, which is was the time of the Third World War is coming. Which is what I'm saying, and I'm sorry for that blaring siren, or maybe that is the siren of ambulance, or that can be that of fire engine anyway. So which is the situation of this time, and so this this summer vacation was peaceful, and so so people could enjoy this summer vacation. But actually, so nobody knows whether they can enjoy the summer vacation in the next year. And so every year, so so the television flagships, or the broadcasting companies of televisions create so television programs about the end of the Second World War, which is, and the date of the end of the Second World War in this country was the 15th August, and in 1945, and every year, such television programs are created by those broadcasting companies, and people watch for their pastimes. And but actually, so the next year is the next year can be, or the next time can be a warring summer, or the people may, or the countries may be fighting in the next summer, which is what I'm talking about. And but actually this and at least I could enjoy this summer because the situation was really peaceful. The situation was really peaceful, but actually this peace may be over at least in some later times in the future. I mean, sometimes in the future, this piece may be over, which is what I'm saying. And to start with, so Mr. Xi Jinping or the President Xi had ordered the soldiers of mainland China to invade into Taiwan, which had to be ordered. Was that the order of war had been ordered, and so which means according to which Chinese soldiers or Chinese force has to invade Taiwan until 2027. Sometime was some later time until 2027, and the Chinese force has to or not has to but has to Chinese force has to attack Taiwan, which is a situation of this present time. So the next summer can be a hot summer in many ways. So the next summer can be a bleedingly, flamingly hot summer, which is what I'm concerned about. And this is the end, or this is the end of this episode. So wait a moment, please. And the title of this episode is Summer Vacations Were Over, Peace May Be Over, and the conclusion is A Peaceful Summer Was Over. So this is all the stuff, and I hope you maybe I don't meet you, but actually I hope you can survive until the next summer vacations, or through the next summer vacations. And I hope you do not, which means I hope you can survive in such harsh eras, or harsh you can survive through those harsh futures. I don't know whether the real war is going to, I don't know whether the real wars are going to occur in the future, or in the near future, I mean. So but actually, so I hope you can survive in the future, particularly in the near future, without incurring wars. So that's it. Thank you very much for your listening. See you.